Let's talk about why the Vlive where ITZY's RYUJIN mentions the relationship between Joy and Crush has now been deleted. First of all, I know there's a whole other issue that just happened involving Crush, so to make sure I don't miss anything by rushing it, I'm going to include that story in the next video. Anyway, a few days ago, RYUJIN and YEJI were live streaming reading comments from fans when RYUJIN read one out loud saying Crush should pay more taxes. YEJI didn't seem to understand what the comment about Crush was alluding to, so RYUJIN whispered to her it's because he's dating Joy. Now, this got backlash for a couple of reasons. Some thought it was inappropriate for her to mention another artist's relationship. However, others argue that Joy and Crush dating is public knowledge. The other reason this was seen as controversial was because the comment she read out kinda insinuates that Crush somehow doesn't deserve or isn't worthy of someone like Joy, hence why the comment jokes he should pay more taxes, so people thought it was inappropriate of her to acknowledge that joke in any way. After this, Crush posted a series of messages on his Instagram that people are speculating is related to the comment that RYUJIN read out loud. Quote, happiness is attitude. No matter how you look, friendliness makes you into the most beautiful person in the world. However, to reiterate, we don't know that was regarding any of this. The reason we're bringing this up is because it does seem like someone on ITZY's side of things caught wind of the backlash, and that particular Vlive has now been taken down. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. Were Crush's posts alluding to not just RYUJIN reading that comment, but to everyone making that joke as a whole, the same way it seems like WOOYOUNG is making it blatantly clear that he believes ATEEZ has been plagiarized. A dancer named VATA won a challenge on Streetman Fighter with his choreography to Zico's new thing, which has now been trending around. However, many noticed that the driving dance move he does seems way too similar to ATEEZ's move in their song Say My Name from 2019. If it was copied, this is seen as very hypocritical, as VATA's crew themselves were very upset when another team had seemingly stolen their choreography. Now, while they haven't responded to the accusations one way or the other, it seems like this has caught their attention, as the official video they shot for their new thing choreography noticeably omits that very move. It also seems like ATEEZ is aware of the uproar, because recently fans noticed that WOOYOUNG clearly does this arm biting gesture before doing that very dance, along with Seunghwa doing the same. This biting gesture is used in the dance community, especially the breakdance community, as a way of calling out something for being copied or not original. We've seen it used several times in Streetman Fighter and Street Woman Fighter. Now, there are those defending it, saying that move was not copied from ATEEZ, as it's already been known as the shopping cart dance. However, others argue that 1, the shopping cart dance is significantly different, and 2, bring up the video where one of the choreographers himself talks about creating it for ATEEZ. On top of that, some of the choreographers for Say My Name have now chimed in about that specific gliding move as well. At the time of this recording, VATA nor his crew have still yet to respond, while fans have noticed another instance of WOOYOUNG seemingly doing the biting gesture again while alluding to VATA's new thing dance. Something that was addressed directly were the concerns involving LOONA Chuu. Just a warning, this topic has things related to body image issues and eating disorders, because on a show that Chuu recently appeared on, she revealed that she dealt with stress and fears by eating until she literally couldn't breathe anymore, to the point where she throws up and has been to the emergency room because of this. Understandably, upon hearing this, fans were extremely concerned for Chuu, and shortly after the mass responses and headlines, Chuu took to social media to reassure everyone that she doesn't have an eating disorder or anorexia. That way of dealing with stress is in the past, and she's now found healthier ways such as sports, hobbies, and talking with her closest friends. The last piece of serious news is regarding the loss of a life, someone's family, as JYP Entertainment recently announced that Stray Kids HYUNJIN's grandfather has passed away. They announced his exclusion from activities for one day, but as you've probably seen, he is still participating in the group's current comeback. That being said, I think we all hope he does have that time he needs to grieve and process, but we know HYUNJIN will always have his grandfather close to his heart, because this necklace, the one we see him wearing all the time, the one he let IKON wear when he couldn't travel with them, was indeed given to him by his grandfather. And of course, if you feel like ending the video here, please feel free, but as always, for those who need it, I like to end the videos on the positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. Firstly, not only did we recently get GOT7's BAMBAM and EXO's CHEN on the same stage together in Thailand, but you just can't help and smile seeing BAMBAM meet TAEYEON, one of his top idols. I find it hilarious that he asked if she remembered him. Like, bro, who's gonna forget this? But I think my favorite parts are the sounds he makes when he realizes they're on the same stage together, or when she touches his shoulder. He seemed just as happy as IKON's Bobby, who was experiencing pure joy when he heard fans singing along to Love Scenario. It's probably been forever since they've seen their fans, especially since he's been a father, and you can literally tell on his face how much it means. Luckily, he held onto that microphone because it took me literally 7 or 8 watches to realize the reason From/9's CHEYOUNG reacted like this at their first concert was because not only did she throw the ball into the crowd, the microphone also flung with it. I'm hoping it didn't hit somebody. Although if it flew towards Serom, the microphone probably disintegrated the minute it hit her abs. That's a scientific fact. Congrats to Pentagon, who are celebrating their 6th anniversary, and also congrats to BLACKPINK, who are now Spotify's most streamed girl group of all time. Now, as usually the case, there are more awesome comebacks happening at the moment than we can mention, but I do want to highlight 2 solo debuts. Actually, the first one is the solo re-debut of HYUNSEUNG, who is now known as Abel, with his new song Feeling, and the second is, of course, the highly anticipated solo debut of SEULGI, which is perfectly described by Twice's Jungyeon as, is there anything she can't do? I mean, SEULGI was behind the styling of the album, she included her own original artwork in there and even as photo cards, she blew everyone away with her acting, including Jungyeon, just from the teaser, and of course, it was revealed that she passed SM's infamously hard test with her first attempt at writing lyrics. And because of all of that, I don't even mind that the red pants never made an appearance.
Oh, that's cool. No biggie. Another time.